Whether you're installing Visual Archive on your first workstation or if you're adding a new workstation, the procedure is very similar. And the first thing you're going to do is go to the CSI website, which is www.askforcsi.com. Go to Downloads, put in your username and password. The customer service office should have given you these. If they haven't, contact them and they will give you your username and password. And the code is VA install. So you type in VA install and submit, and then you click on the link here and choose save. And in this case I'm going to save it to my desktop. The file is called Visual Archive New Install.msi. So you press save, and then you wait a few minutes, depending on your connection speed. It may take several minutes to download the file. Alright, the file is done downloading, so I'm going to hit close. Now I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to access my desktop through Windows Explorer, and we will see the file Visual Archive New Install.msi. And then what I'm going to do, what that is it's an actual installation package, so you can double click that file, press run, and it's just a standard Windows installation. You'll want to review the CSI license agreement. If you agree with all the terms, press I agree, press next, and Visual Archive will then install. When the installation is complete, you get this message. You can press close, and then the next thing we're going to do is navigate to the Visual Archive folder, and that can be found in the C in the root directory. There's a folder called Visual Archive. Now what we want to do is find the visualarchive.ini file. Now here's where it differs a little bit, whether it's your first Visual Archive workstation or if it's your second or more workstation. If you already have a workstation set up, copy this visualarchive.ini file from one of your existing workstations and just simply paste it in here. And then this workstation will work just the same as your other workstations. If you have not set up a workstation yet, then what you'll need to do is open up this visualarchive.ini file. And then the first section here is for the Visual Archive database. You'll want to put in your password and your ID and your server name and the database name for your Visual Archive database. And do the same thing for your Visual Shop database. Now if you haven't set up your Visual Archive database yet, you can go ahead and view the instructions for doing that and make sure you set that up, and then you can come back to the visualarchive.ini file and fill in the appropriate information. So after you have that information established, you can then use Visual Archive. After making our changes to the INI file, let's make sure we can get into Visual Archive now. So go to Start, All Programs, Visual Archive. When the login window screen appears, put in your username and password and click OK. And if Visual Archive opens without any error messages, then everything is set up correctly and you are ready to use Visual Archive.